Hi everyone and welcome back to the Brick Pods. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to our channel. Today we're going to be doing a full city tour or full Lego room tour because it's actually my birthday this week. I'm recording it on my birthday, so happy birthday to me. It won't be my birthday whilst you're watching, but I've had a great day. I got Lego, everything was good. I did have to take my husband to the dentist, not so fun, but never mind. So I think the best place to start is a quick reminder of what it looked like at the start of this process. So it's a pretty empty room. We didn't have too many tables. We've got our Winter Village and Modular in there, but that's pretty much it. And then a quick update on how it was looking sort of at the end of last year, after about 3 months on this channel and lots of dedicated build time. It ended up a little bit on the messy side, I would say, and it got a little bit out of control. So something had to be done. We spent a day up here tidying, I think. Got it back to a decent state. Could see the floor again, which was nice. We set our robot hoover off to give it a bit of a clean. My daughter was actually super excited by the amount of space on the floor. That's what a 4-year-old does apparently when presented with a large open space. So we'd done a click and collect order at IKEA to try and bulk out the table space. So that was a bit of Tetris required for getting it into the back of our car. I think Ian did a pretty good job actually, and I have to say the click and collect service at IKEA was the best way to shop at IKEA ever. You didn't have to go around that crazy one-way system. So this is our IKEA haul from today. We've got 24 legs, 12 Adils, 12 Olov, so the telescopic one. And then over this side we've got 4 of the really small IKEA tables, the Lin one, 100 by 60, 3 of the 150 by 75, and then a small cupboard fitting for in that cupboard there, behind there, that then allows us to put 4 drawers, which is what we've got over there, into that cupboard to give us a bit more storage space. So it's lunchtime now. We're going to go have some lunch and then we're going to attack all of this. So this is halfway through the day at the afternoon when we got the first sort of 4 tables built and halfway through the cupboard space as well. Ian did the majority of the building. I spent a lot of time stacking up all the little parts just for fun. So here it is at the end of the day. So you can tell the lighting is quite bad because it was a long day. But the tables are all in. We were trying to decide where to put the gap. You'll see when I show you the current state where it ended up. So let's get on with the city tour. I'll start by doing a quick pan of the room and then we'll go into some more detailed shots as we go round. So as you come in the door, you are faced with our Winter Village, which we've already shown in previous videos in quite a lot of detail. It's pretty much the same, slight tweaks obviously because it's been downstairs and back up again, so some of the things have changed. We're still toying on whether to put a block of modulars right in the doorway and also which way round to put them, because obviously as you come in you want to see the nicest part, but at the moment we've got them so that you can see the backs to them. Then you've got the Ewok village over on the far side, so that may swap round. We might put the Ewok village on where the modulars are and the modulars at the back over there. We've got a haunted house randomly in the middle of nowhere at the moment, just because we haven't worked out where it's going. There's our roller coaster that we're currently building on our live streams. If you want to come join us for those, that'd be great. It's nice to chat to you. A bit of Diagon Alley, and in that corner is where the Fairground is going. So that's all the Fairground steps sort of collated together. We haven't worked out where exactly to put them all. We're just still trying to get our head around the space. Another block of modulars on the table there. There's actually some tables further back into sort of the eaves part. That's going to be the C, but at the moment it's just a storage ground for sets that we don't have a home for. And then over in the corner, just lent on the light switch, apologies for that, is Ian's underwater scene. I'll give you a bit more of a close-up of. So at some point we're going to be getting a table for just sort of here to extend this middle section a bit, and we will also be getting a table for that bit in there, so just behind the roller coaster. So we're going to end up with 2 standing holes 1 and 2. So not massive spaces. I've checked that I can crawl under and pop up into those okay, hopefully without destroying all the Lego. So that's one of the things we need to consider, is not putting too many things right on the edge where I may lean on. So, but yeah, it's very spread out at the moment because we've got builds for all the different areas, and we're not just concentrating on one area at the moment. It does seem a bit sparse in places, but we've got plenty of time. So let's have a look in a bit more detail. So this is the first of our 2 modular areas at the moment. It's right by the door. So it may move over there to where the Ewok village is currently. It's sort of set up so that you can look down the road and sort of see a big sort of junction. So the Assembly Square at the far end, and the Palace Cinema and the Detective's Office on the corner, the Town Hall, and then that one sort of butting up against the Assembly Square set is the Diagon Alley one shop, I think it is, I've got there. Then you've got our Winter Village in the far corner as before. Again, that's going to go up a level, and we're going to have a tunnel through a mountain, and the train track's going to go the whole way round here, cut across the middle table that we're going to have, and back round this way. So over there we've got the Ewok village, but again I'm going to swap that with these modulars. That's going to be our modular area, and this one is going to be our sort of tree house adventure park type thing. Got the random scary house that I'm not entirely sure where that's going to go, but I love it. And then we've got our fairground, so let's go have a closer look at the fairground. Okay, so we've got a lot in our fairground area, and the fairground is going to go in this very corner. The tracks are going to be where we're going to put the Disney train station, so that there's an entranceway into the fairground. And it will also go off into that corner that is currently sort of a lower table. I don't know if that will be a lower table. We're kind of talking about having a pier out there. So having some fairground on the pier as well. The haunted house is still too tall to get in shot. You've got the Friends Amusement Park, the Friends Amusement Pier, sort of there and over here. Then the 3-in-1 roller coaster, pirate roller coaster. The Haunted Side Fairground set, a couple of smaller stands from the Friends set, and also the Toy Story set. And then a random little creation that Leah made at the weekend when she was told not to touch any bits. She just can't resist. She had her own little home under the table. This was what she was told she was allowed to play with, but she doesn't listen. She's 4. That's just how they work. So let's have a quick check out of Ian's undersea area, which is over in that corner. I'll give you a closer look at that. Okay, so here we have the pride and joy of Ian, his underwater scene. You've probably seen all the bits that he's been ordering, and if you've been over to his blog, you probably would have seen a few close-ups of this, but this is it, with the shark hanging out, all of the beautiful colour of the coral reef. And if I just sort of tilt upwards, you can see it's got a couple of boats there. The river boat that's sort of being pulled backwards with the shark pulling it down. It's also got a crocodile there at the moment. I don't know if that's intentional. I think he's found some pieces. And a windsurfer? No, a surfer. No, yeah, it's a windsurfer as well. So it's quite full. It's only 2 base plates at the moment. I think he's intending to do maybe 4. I'm not entirely sure. But he's going to need a few more parts. And he's got a lot of detail in there. And then he's got his shipwreck down the bottom. He's currently got it all sort of on a cardboard box, which we'll need to do something about. Let's see if I can get you some nice close-up shots. So there's so many pieces in this, the variety of pieces, and some of them are really funky pieces. So you've got sort of beehive pieces, lots of flowers, lots of leaf pieces, some random sort of splats and pumpkins and eggs, the brushes from the street sweeper, quite a few hair pieces. You've got some flags down there, some hair pieces. Oh, Watch out for that shark. He's got a... Not sure what happened there. Another shipwreck sort of on the far side as well. And beautiful stingray. Or I don't know if it's a stingray, it's a ray. But so much detail in there. So many pieces. Lots of expense. And there's the Silent Mary there. A bit more shipwrecked than it's meant to be. It normally comes on some sort of clear display stands that keeps it a bit more upright, but he's wrecked it more than it is meant to be to make it look better down there. He's got a sort of a fish, and then he's got a smaller sort of submarine pod type thing. And then you've got the two boats up here. This is my dumping ground for any sets that I don't really know where to put. So we've got quite a lot of the Creator 3-in-1 builds that are quite nice builds, but not the same scale as the modulars. So trying to work out where to put those is going to be tricky unless we try and expand them to be a bit bigger scale, or we have an area of the city that's smaller scale. You've also got Ian's crocodile locomotive that we built on a live stream if you want to check that out. So this is the last bit that we've really got set out. This is the second of our 2 modular areas. This will have, I think, about 10 of the modulars in here once we've finished. So you can see the base plates with a little bit of chalk on them. That one's the bank. That one's been rubbed off by my 4-year-old. So I have to replan. But we've got the Grand Emporium, the fire station, the greengrocer, and cafe corner on the corner there. I'll give you a better shot of it from the other side in a minute. With the sort of street going down the centre and the train tracks round the back. And that train track will go all the way around the standing hole and join, so making a loop. The roller coaster, obviously here, will not stay here. That will have to go over into the fairground. Where on earth we're going to find the room for it, I do not know, but we'll work it out. So just in case you find Lego Backlogs interesting, ours is still growing. So this is the cupboard now, even more full than before. And the cupboard next door has got those minifigure heads that I showed in my recent haul. And then we've put in some drawers in there now. This area where I used to be able to go and stand is also now full of Lego. And also, if I turn around here, under that table is also now becoming a Lego store. So it's got a little bit out of hand. But it does mean that we should be able to fill this room pretty successfully. Okay, so we'll finish off where we started, back over by the door. So there's so much Lego. There's a lot more space than there was. There's plans for more space to arrive when we do our next IKEA order. And I have to admit, it's pretty overwhelming trying to design a Lego city. There's just so many decisions. Trying to make the place like flow nicely, one area into another, and we're going to need a lot more time and minifigures to sort of create the scenes. And I think that's the bit that I'm looking forward to most, is creating those silly scenes. I quite enjoyed making some of them in the Winter Village over Christmas. So I think once we've got the modulars in place, that will help. Hopefully you can see it's coming along and you're excited to see where it goes with us, and you'll stick around. So don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment below if you've got any opinions on where things might need to go. What are your thoughts on swapping over the modulars with the Ewok village? Any ideas which modulars you think look good next to each other? That's the thing I'm struggling with most, is which modular to put where. Because obviously some of them are taller, some of them are shorter, some of them are different colours. They're all different colours. Which ones to put where? Any opinions you've got will be greatly appreciated, because it's one less decision maybe that I would have to make, which would be good. Next week I think I'll probably be showing you a fairground ride, as we try and get as many things done into there. We've also got our live stream on Sunday and then another one on Tuesday, so do come back to join us for those and see how the roller coaster grows. So don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss an update. And we'll see you later.